life is from the president of Ghana. And I'm so glad that His Excellency took the decisions to abolish all visas for every country in Africa. Thank you, Your Excellency, for believing in the dreams of Africans. You don't think it's a great news for me? Because as somebody who travels within Africa, this is one of the best things that has ever happened to the continent. Rwanda has done it. Other countries have done it. And I'm so glad that Ghana is doing it now.
This is a great news. A popular YouTuber, Wode Maya, had this to say about what the president of Ghana have done. His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Please, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. If you are new here, you are highly welcome. Please do not make it your last by subscribing.
I'm just home spending time with the family. The best Christmas gift I've ever received in my entire life is from the president of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I mean, can you believe it? On Christmas Day, he just decided to surprise me. You know, if you watch my videos, you know that I'm a big advocate of visa-free for Africans. I mean, a borderless Africa is a must. It's about time for each and every African to travel within Africa without visa restrictions. And it has to be free for Africans, because it doesn't make sense to know that an American can come to Africa with no visa, and African cannot even travel from another African country without applying for visa. I feel like we're sick in the head, and it's about time for us to change it. And I'm so glad that His Excellency took the decisions to abolish all visas for every country in Africa. So if you're coming to Ghana in the year 2025, you don't need to apply for visa. This deserves a round of applause, man. And I want you all to do this in the comment section. Just type, "Thank you, Your Excellency, for believing in the dreams of Africans." You don't think it's a great news for me? Because as somebody who travels within Africa, this is one of the best things that has ever happened to the continent. Rwanda has done it. Other countries have done it. And I'm so glad that Ghana is doing it now. And as a Ghanaian, I need to feel so proud to come in here to appreciate His Excellency for such a great initiative. So in 2025, you all need to come to Ghana, come do business, come travel Ghana, come live in Ghana, come explore Ghana, and come find your loved one in Ghana. Come find your husband in Ghana, because you don't need visa to come in here. I mean, in short, come spend your money in Ghana in 2025.
This is one of the best news I've heard in a recent time. What a best way to end the year with an amazing news like this. To hear that the president of Ghana could give a visa free to Africa country who want to visit Ghana. I can imagine how our almighty Wode Maya is so excited, because I know that this man wants Africa to unite. This is what he has been preaching for. Even before I started my YouTube channel, I've been watching this man. He's one of the best YouTubers I love so much, because he wants Africa to unite. So I can imagine the joy in his heart when he hears this news about the visa free that the president of Ghana had actually given to Africa country. A lot of people have different things to say about what they think, what the president of Ghana have done to give Africa country a visa free to Ghana.
This is actually a good news on a Christmas day. So this essentially means wherever you are in Africa, you don't need a visa to come to Ghana. All right? This is good, and all African leaders must emulate. So, in the beginning of 2024, President Akufo-Addo made a pledge to implement the visa-free travel policy to Ghana for all citizens all over Africa. This will take effect in early 2025, making Ghana the 5th nation in Africa to open its borders to all African passport holders. So the first time President Akufo-Addo made this commitment is when he attended the African Prosperity Dialogue. All right. He made this commitment that the process has started, and he's hopeful by the end of 2024, this particular policy will be signed. All right. And finally, it has been passed, and is going to take effect in 2025. This is a win for Africa. And as I stated earlier, and it's very emulating for African leaders to do so. All right. The Europe has what they call the Schengen visa, which enhance movement from one state to another. And people are able to transact business wherever and whenever they choose within the European enclave. If we do so in Africa, it's going to boost our economy. It's going to essentially help the continent to grow. We'll be able to share resources. You don't have to get a visa before you go to Morocco. Why do I need to get a visa before I go to Libya? Africa is poor because of strict implementation of visa approval before you go into any country. That is why African leaders should emulate this step from President Akufo-Addo and the other African countries that have opened their borders for other African citizens to come in. This is a very good news, as I stated earlier, and I think that President Akufo-Addo should be commended for this. This is a win for Africa, and all African leaders must emulate this one. Do you think this is really a good policy for Ghana? Do you think this is really going to enhance business? Do you think this is really going to unite Africa as one? All right. But I've seen some comments that, and these comments are to tell John Mahama to essentially reverse this particular policy as approved by President Akufo-Addo. Let me tell you, John Mahama understands some of these things. He has been a president before. He understands how these things is essentially going to help Ghana. And mind you, this is visa free for people who have passports. All right, so you are coming into Ghana with a passport. So whoever is coming will be well documented, and whatever you are bringing into the country will be scrutinized. And the security checkpoint at the airport is very strict. We'll be able to detect anybody who is coming into the country. All right, so this is actually a good one, and I don't think John Mahama, who supports policies that will affect Africa as a whole, will reverse this particular one. All right, this is a good one, and we need to commend President Akufo-Addo.
President of Ghana just did something really, really amazing that I think every African should be proud of, and every African president should copy his model. He just waived visa requirement to all African citizens. So if you are from Africa, you don't need a visa to go to Ghana. Imagine that. Ghana is now the 5th nation to join the visa waiver movement. There's already Rwanda, there's Seychelles, there's Benin, Gambia, now Ghana. Imagine if African could travel within Africa without the need of a visa. That would be amazing. Everybody around the world will want this African passport. In 2018, President Paul Kagame promised to issue the African Union passport to all Africans so they can travel within Africa without the need of a visa. But unfortunately, up to now, nothing has been done.
So the president of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, have decided to give Ghanaians and Africans a Christmas gift. This is a really good move because we Africans are looking at a situation where we can move into Africa like how Europeans move in Europe without visa restriction. Now, we are looking at a borderless Africa, and Nana Akufo-Addo has taken a bold step in making Ghana visa-free to all other African countries. It should be noted that Ghana was visa-free just to the ECOWAS bloc, but right now, Ghana is visa-free to all African countries. Congratulations to the president of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo. Congratulations to Ghanaian. But this does not mean that you should pack your bag and go to Ghana. Before you want to go to Ghana, make sure you have money in your hand that is going to sustain you before you can get a job there, an apartment. Don't just pick up your bag and run to Ghana because you hear Ghana is visa-free.
People have come out to say a lot of things about this old great news the president of Ghana have given us as a present for the new year 2025. It's a really amazing news, trust me, because this is what we all wanted as a Africa, as a continent, to come together There should be no barriers to able to visit other Africa countries the way the Western world they are also doing it. We should be able to do it in Africa. When I hear these things, I was really pleased, and I want to use this media to appreciate the president of Ghana for granting us this great news, and I really appreciate this man have done so much. At least the world will always remember him for what he have done for Africa and Ghanaians, because this man, I remember in 2019, he breathed the initiative of the year of return, to make a lot of Black Americans move to Ghana, and they are still coming to Ghana. This man also give a lot of Black Americans citizenship of Ghana. There's a lot of things that we will always remember him, even though that is going to leave tenure next year. We always remember him for what he have done. Indeed, he's a father. He loves the Africa continent. He want the best for us. We really appreciate you, His Excellency Nana Dankwa, for this amazing gift you are giving to us. I know that a lot of people want to come to Ghana now, but at least if you want to come to Ghana, please have your documents intact. You need your passport. You need a lot of things to be able to come to Ghana. Despite you don't need a visa. So please guys, drop your comments on the comment section. Drop your thoughts, what you think about this video. What do you think? Do you agree with the president of Ghana? Are you excited about the news? Please feel free to drop your comments on the comment below, okay? So please, if you have not liked the video at this point, do me well by liking the video, and don't forget to also subscribe to the channel, turn on notification bell, so whenever I upload a new video, you're not going to miss out on my amazing content. Share with a friend who would love to watch this video with you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now and stay blessed.